Irving Levy. Irving Levy was a specimen guinea pig in the Flower Hospital. A specimen of insomnia due, so the doctors said, to the fact that he was an only child, which is very dangerous for a guinea pig. And worse still, Irving had big ideas. Every time he saw a chic female through the chicken wire, he would want to compare philosophies and wonder why little guinea pigs had no tails. He began to long for some older, fascinating guinea pig who had allowed herself the luxury of her libido. At night in his room alone, for he always roomed alone, he would dream of his ideal mate, who, besides being a charming hostess to imaginary friends, could do a hot rumba when aroused. He hoped this imaginary bride of his would take away all vague ideas of fatherhood and could produce children quite simply. It's funny that Irving was so vague in his bed thoughts when on the Western Avenue golf course he was so desperate. He told the Western Avenue guys that all chorus girls were pure at heart, that all madames were only frustrated mothers, and that all little girls hated any guy who made a pass on a vehicle, no matter how small it was. Now, after listening to this story for 18 times, Western Avenue guys decided that what this dumbbell needed was Julie Cohen's company. Now, it all happened at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Irving knew so well from the pictures and books just how these things ought to go. He received Julie from afar with flowers in one hand and a tired welcome in the other. He told her right away that he was sex-starved, that he had an inferiority complex, and just a little touch of halitosis. But he hoped she'd like him just the same. Now, Julie was one of those girls who had never had time to use the word sex. Her only line was, the wages of sin have been reduced, but I'm doing more business. She received the flowers as one would take poison. But she went through all those few simple motions that good taste demanded. Irving was getting more and more excited. He could hardly keep from taking off his tie. He kept turning the hands of his watch around until they said midnight, but it was only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Julie was opening and closing her little white ermine coat and knowing perfectly well what she was doing, when suddenly with a squeal, Irving fell to the floor. He never knew what happened, but whatever it was, it happened too late. And that's what happens to all little guinea pigs who lose their tails and hitch their wagon to a star.